Another name out of the bug. Put your hands together for Dan Vear. This looks like a new name. Whoa, from the Lucky area, Dan Vear, everyone. Here we go. Woo! Dan Vear. Who can say when the love's only time. One more time for Dan Vear.
All right. How's everybody doing? I feel like I'm a chameleon to my environment sometimes. Like my thoughts just take over another personality. Like I'll be in the gym, and I'll be looking at myself, and I'll be like, yes, you're doing it. You're doing it very nicely. You're getting the pump. Everybody needs the pump. If you get the pump, it's just like coming. I mean, I get the pump everywhere. I come in my house. I come in my housekeeper. I'll be at the pharmacy. I'll just be like, this isn't what I asked for. I asked for Claritin. This is clearly not Claritin. The only thing I can see clearly now is that this is the wrong prescription. The only prescription I need is for more cowbell. Hello, America. I believe a lot of people want me back. And I just want to say, I said it once, I said it a billion trillion times. Mission accomplished.
Holy fucking shit, man. Holy shit. Only time.
What I liked about it
my God.
was that you stopped learning impressions after 2004. That was my favorite thing about it.
I love
is
Frank
you just
Gilliam,
said, I got them all in.
I mean, wow.
Yeah.
I at the beginning of the set, I was disappointed in you. By the end, I was disappointed in most of this audience.
Yeah.
At one point, your Christopher Walken got what only could be considered as an applause break in this room.
Right.
Wow. And I have never been more disappointed in a group of people.
Yeah.
My people?
Yeah.
You guys know what show you came to tonight?
It's a real Olive Garden out there.
It's
Jesus.
real fucking Olive Garden.
I thought for sure, wow, they will hold strong through this Christopher Walken. This is a trap. We've been here before many times over 6 years. To do Schwarzenegger is one thing. To do Schwarzenegger and Walken is a whole nother thing.
And then ended with George W. Bush.
That's multiplied.
Wow.
Oh my God. That's fucking 2 fucking 8-year presidencies ago.
Crazy.
Oh my God, look at you. And you're just like a grown man with like a big fucking child head on your shoulders. You have like this big fucking frat house face on this grown man body. You look like a young version of The Undertaker's brother, Kane. Very weird reference, but if you know it, you know I'm right.
Tony.
There's people with their hands over their head clapping.
We got to know, what other impressions do you have?
Yeah,
Yes,
what else do you do?
You know what? I'll even one up it. This is a segment we haven't done in a long time. Qualzar, if you will indulge us. Not a lot of people know this, but it's been a while since we've done this. We have an impression off. My guess is that this is going to be a fun one because your impressions fucking suck, dude. So basically, you do any impression in the world, right? And Jeremiah Qualzar, the artist formerly known as Jeremiah, is going to do that impression better than you. This is a segment that we haven't done in a long time. It's called Jeremiah Does It Better. Let's do it right here live. Jeremiah Does It Better. Okay, now first tell us the impression that you're going to do, Dan.
Just
Reagan.
Classic movie trailer voice.
Reagan.
Oh, classic movie trailer voice.
Here we go. Classic movie trailer voice. Originally performed by Pablo Francisco in 1999, but coming at you right now, 2019, Dan Vear. Here we go.
One man with all the voices from the 90s in an impression of with a man who cannot tell the future.
Oh, Andy's talking shit, and I'm going to cut you off there, Dan. Talking shit. Qualzar does not respond. I can tell he's fucking serious over there. I'm the one that could tell your fortune right now, Dan, and it's not looking good. Ladies and gentlemen, the competitor, Jeremiah Does It Better. It's Jeremiah Watkins.
And another man who looks like a shift lead at Old Navy. Go head-to-head to find out who is the better movie voice.
I got Jeremiah on that one. I don't know about you guys. That one's an easy one for me. That's a no-brainer.
But
Dan,
both not great.
Yeah, I think it was
Both
pretty
very
close. I
bad.
think it was pretty close.
Not all
In
of
a
us
world,
were.
like it's not hard to do. And yet-
Not all of us were born with gravel in their mouth instead of a pacifier, Tim Dillon.
Listen, buddy.
Okay.
In a world.
There it is.
In a world where horrible comedians rule. A man who's been smoking since he's 2 doesn't know how to end this piss.
All right, let's go back in. We're going to check back in with Dan Vear here. Dan, what's another impression that you sort of know how to do?
I think I have a pretty decent Russell Brand.
Oh, Russell Brand. This is one I've never heard Jeremiah do before. This will be interesting. Go ahead, Dan Vear, going with his Russell Brand.
Right, so I watched this podcast, right, with Joe Rogan, and if you think emphatically the way I do, I look at a woman and she's got voluptuous breasts, and I want to shove my face right in between that. And in a previous life, I may have done like 3 or 4 or 15 lines off of those boobies, probably.
All right, I'm going to stop you right there. I'm going to be honest with you.
That's good.
Pretty good.
I'm going
was
to
a
be
good
honest
one.
with you. Dan, yeah. Well, Jeremiah giving the thumbs up over there. So let me just tell you something, Dan. That is an impression, not only that is in the past 2 decades, right? But it's also something I've never seen anyone do. The other
that was
ones I've
good.
seen everyone that tries impressions do.
Have
So
you-
why not write? Have you thought of, how long have you been doing stand-up?
Like 2 years.
2 years. Where at?
Mostly in
Iowa.
Arizona.
Vegas.
Arizona. There you go.
I went to school at Arizona State. I played football there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Real smart crowds in Arizona.
Yeah.
They're known
Jimmy
for their
Kimmel
real
went there.
smart crowds.
Fuck yeah, dude. I got a
Bunch
new
of-
favorite comedian. You got to see this guy's
Yeah.
fucking Bill Clinton, dude.
Yeah.
I got a 12-pack of Natty Ice.
Yeah.
We're going to go fucking watch Dan Vear tonight, dude.
Nothing says comedy fan like a coke whore who hangs out by the pool all day.
Now, this is an interesting study because now we've seen 5 total impressions. The first 4, all bad.
And
but
one
in
very
the-
good.
In the way that it's unoriginal. And one really good that you could really write around, that you can get genuine laughs from. I mean, this crowd who hated you gave you a full-blown applause break after that. Jeremiah.
Here's what I will say is that the 4 impressions that he did before were not technically bad impressions. They're just hacky old
Right.
impressions.
Yeah,
Right.
They're easy.
That's what I meant.
That's true.
If
Like
you have,
he has the technical skills.
Yeah.
if you have a suggestion, I could probably. I do a lot of them. So if you
Yeah.
have a-
What else do you got?
Random Asian guy.
I mean, like Kim Jong Un from like The Hangover.
I just want to
or
get as
something?
offensive as possible.
Yeah.
How about
I
a
mean-
guy who's half black, half Asian,
From the
and
40s.
a
Charles
Nazi?
Barkley.
He's also a Nazi.
Half black, half
Charles
Asian.
Barkley.
Do Charles Barkley.
I'll tell you what, man.
Yeah.
This guy's impressions are just terrible. I mean, he really started off with some bad ones.
Wow.
He circled it around. Just a terrible knucklehead for
This is
thinking he
really
can come
good.
up on
This is
Kill
interesting.
Tony.
Why? You should have done
That's
these.
true.
What the fuck?
This is a
Dude.
very interesting thing that I'm glad we're exposing
Yeah.
right now on this
He
show.
just made the wrong choice. You should have done that impression in blackface.
My friend
That would have been good.
Ben Giaflalo has a great saying. They always remember you by your worst joke. And you, my friend, need to not do the things that you think are going to get a laugh. You need to keep doing these things that you think are obscure that will get you laughs. What's another one you got?
Like Trailer Park Boys.
I don't watch that show, but you go ahead. We'll see what the crowd says.
All right, so this is Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys. You just be like,
Ricky, you can't fucking do that.
That sounds good. Okay,
Very
what's
good.
another one? What's another one?
Give us another
Let's
one.
keep it moving fast.
I could do cartoon voices from Family Guy. I can do usually like.
Wait.
It's like the Coors. He just wants the Coors Light beer guy, like the Coors Light beer.
do that
commercial.
You do that?
Like the.
Do you need more Rocky Mountain water in your beer?
Wow! I mean, wow! This is
I
what
feel-
you have to do. You have to find those obscure
I'd love to
things.
just do whatever voice
Dude,
recordings you
it's
want for
so
the show. I
crazy
can
that
literally
you
just
chose
do that.
the old. I feel like somebody paid you money to come up and bomb. Like you threw
exactly.
the game. You have
I-
all these great impressions.
I just have been doing those for so long, so it's like when you only have a minute, I'm just like, I'm
But
gonna
you're
do
gonna
what
do
I
so-
know.
Yeah, when you only have a
you
minute, do
need
the
to-
3 impressions
Right.
from fucking 1998.
Yeah.
It's the opposite.
I can actually
man.
do it, the good Joker too, but that's like not a funny.
Which Joker?
The Heath Ledger Joker.
Let's hear it.
Do it.
This is fucking interesting.
All right.
Kill you? I don't want to kill you. What would I do without you? You complete me.
You're really good at
Yeah,
impressions.
it's good, dude.
You're shockingly good at impressions.
Yeah.
So the moral of the story here is, Dan,
Just never do the first three, like,
ever fucking
again.
You'll never have to. You'll never have to because
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it disguises all your talent.
Never trust your own instincts.
Yes. Yes.
Every instinct that you have, anything you feel, go the other way immediately.
I feel like this is like
You probably do that on dates. You look like a guy who thinks, should I hit her? But you don't, you know? You look like a guy.
You
Looks
got
like-
it.
yeah.
You have a homework assignment, Dan, and that is go and fucking write the proper joke for the Coors Light guy so that it's in joke form. Like, why does the guy that does this always sound like the Coors Light guy?
The ESPN guy. Why does the ESPN guy always bring up beer commercial? Because the ESPN guy is just super unique. He's like the
Brought to you by Budweiser.
Wow! This fucking guy's unbelievable. This is what I'm talking about. I'm so glad you did this. Because I guarantee you, all around the country and somewhere around the world, there's young people that want to do comedy. They all listen to this show. They learn a lot from it. And there's impressionists out there that are learning the grandest fucking lesson, which is take chances, go for the references that aren't fucking used. It's
Right.
crazy that you had to knock those first 4 out of the way. If I'm ever at a comedy show and I walk through the back and you're doing any of those first 4 impressions, I'm never going to fucking talk to you again.
All right, thank you.
There you go. Dan Vear, everybody. Wow. Very cool. I love it when everybody gets to learn something on this show.
That was the biggest turnaround in the history of Kill Tony.
Well, yeah,
I don't
one
think
of
there's
the-
ever been
yep,
that big
absolutely.
of a turnaround.
A guy that dug himself a deep, deep hole, dug himself out of it.
That was one of the biggest reversals I've ever seen
Yeah.
on this show.
Fucking
Yep.
unbelievable. What a twist. We thought he was the bad guy. He was the good guy all
Yep.
along.
Bright eyes.
Yep.